Word. Free Durk. Free. Heard what I said? Free Durk.
Durk's fans went off during his own concert, calling out NBA YoungBoy like never before. This wasn't just some random outburst. It all kicked off after a viral clip started spreading online, showing NBA YoungBoy supposedly getting way too close to Durk's girlfriend. This whole situation runs deep, way deeper than a regular internet spat, and the internet couldn't stop talking about it. Back in mid-October 2025, social media exploded with talk about a so-called leaked clip showing NBA YoungBoy cozying up to Lil Durk's main girl, pulling over 170,000 views across X and YouTube in just days. The hashtags were going crazy, and everyone wanted to see what was really going on. Fans were scrambling for the footage that supposedly revealed the latest twist in one of hip-hop's most talked about rivalries. NBA YoungBoy, real name Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden from Baton Rouge, and Lil Durk, born Dirk Derek Banks from Chicago, have been in a tense back and forth for nearly 5 years now. Their ongoing issues have stirred up drama, legal troubles, and even forced cancellations of big shows. Every move they make seems to set off another wave of headlines. But here's the twist. That viral clip wasn't even real.
Got 2 albums dropping this week, and it seems like the antics are back.
What's dropping?
Durk's Almost Healed is dropping.
Okay.
The footage blowing up on social media wasn't NBA YoungBoy and India Royale at all. Just a comedy skit that people took too seriously. The fake video, which first popped off around October 16th, 2025, racked up over 1,000 likes and 169,000 views in no time. The clip showed a guy joking about buying backstage passes for his girl, only for her to text him something so wild it had everyone laughing, hinting she might have gotten a little too caught up in the moment with the artist. The clip was pure engagement bait, perfectly timed to NBA YoungBoy's massive 2025 tour that kicked off in September and fueled by his long-running tension with Lil Durk. Fans couldn't resist reposting it, adding wild captions like, "This man got his girl backstage passes to see NBA YoungBoy and she sent him this," complete with crying and skull emojis to turn the situation into a viral laugh fest. One post from Daily Loud went off, pulling over 100 likes and more than 172,000 views. It showed the so-called girlfriend character texting with zero emotion, while YoungBoy's songs blasted in the background. The whole thing was framed like a comedy sketch about heartbreak, while slyly feeding into YoungBoy's image as the kind of artist who could charm anyone's partner. The drama practically sold itself. This meme hit on every level. It mixed the ongoing feud, the buzz from YoungBoy's comeback tour, and that relationship gone wrong humor that always lights up social feeds. Even people outside the rap scene were reacting. Everyone was searching for NBA YoungBoy India Royale concert footage, only to find out there was nothing. No legit video, no credible sighting, zero proof of any encounter at any show in October 2025 or any other time. Total online illusion. But the internet's algorithm doesn't care about truth. It only cares about clicks. So this fake storyline kept spreading like wildfire thanks to spicy captions, trending tags, and that built-in connection to one of hip-hop's biggest rivalries. The meme even hinted that Durk's own girl could flip sides for YoungBoy, which struck a nerve with fans who know how personal their back and forth has gotten.
He told us he was healed.
And YoungBoy is dropping a project called Richest Op, also dropping on Friday.
Their feud has touched on everything from relationships to family ties, so the post felt just real enough to keep people talking nonstop. And just when everyone thought the story was fake but harmless, real footage from YoungBoy's September 30th, 2025 New Jersey show surfaced, showing a chaotic moment when a fan started yelling mid-performance. The crowd went wild, adding even more fuel to the hype. The chaos hit another level when a fan yelled, "Free Smirk!" during NBA YoungBoy's show, and things went left fast. The moment reportedly sparked a full-on scuffle involving some of YoungBoy's team members, including Lil Tim, who's long been tied to past street drama surrounding King Von's passing back in 2020. A YouTube clip titled "Fight Erupts at NBA YoungBoy Concert," Lil Tim and crew confront fan yelling "Free Smirk" blew up online, pulling over 500,000 views. The video showed just how real and risky this rivalry energy can still get, even in a concert crowd. Yelling "Free Smirk" at a YoungBoy concert was seen as major disrespect. Fans knew exactly what that meant, and given the history between the two camps, it was like throwing gasoline on a flame. The fact that someone would shout that in the middle of a packed crowd shows how deep this rivalry has gone. It's no longer just about the music, it's about loyalty. Concert goers have started treating shows like battlegrounds, loudly picking sides even when things could easily spiral. At YoungBoy's Houston show on September 7th, 2025, the tension was thick. He closed his set with some pointed lyrics clearly aimed at Lil Durk, which immediately spread online through viral clips and YouTube shorts. Fans were dissecting every lyric and gesture, looking for proof that the feud was still alive and loud. Things escalated even further when Durk's planned concert at the United Center in Chicago on September 24th, 2025, got completely canceled due to safety concerns. Officials stepped in, saying the event was too risky to move forward because of all the tension tied to the situation. The cancellation meant serious money lost, but the risk level was way too high to ignore. Chicago's intense energy around rap rivalries made it a potential hotspot for trouble, so shutting it down was the safest move. King Von's sister, Kayla B, later went public with a heartfelt message urging fans not to act recklessly over all this drama. She reminded everyone that her brother's passing already took a huge toll and warned that jumping into these artist disputes could only make things worse. NBA YoungBoy's Atlanta performance on October 16th, 2025 had the whole venue shaking when he performed his explosive 2022 track, I Hate YoungBoy.
YoungBoy, after NBA YoungBoy said, I will not start beef with anyone, I am a changed man.
The same diss record where he called out Lil Durk, India Royale, King Von, Gucci Mane, and Lil Baby. The surprise moment came when Lou Tim joined him on stage, a move that instantly sent the crowd into a frenzy. Given Lou Tim's connection to King Von's past situation, the audience reaction was loud. Fans were screaming every lyric aimed at Durk, Von, and anyone else mentioned. It was clear that YoungBoy knew exactly how to get his supporters fired up and standing behind him. This performance didn't just spark hype, it reignited the competition between the two artists. The tension had already gone commercial back in May 2023, when both dropped major projects on the same day. Lil Durk's Almost Healed and YoungBoy's Richest Op. Fans treated it like a cultural showdown, watching the charts as if they were scoreboards in a rivalry game. Both artists tried to prove who really ran the scene, not just in the streets, but in the industry too. The title Richest Op was bold by design. It was YoungBoy's way of claiming he stood at the top of the game and directly across from Durk, both financially and artistically. It wasn't just a flex, it was a statement of power. In hip-hop, bragging about success and money has always been part of the battle. But here it turned into another round of lyrical one-upmanship between two heavyweights. What made things even more complicated was YoungBoy's history of saying he wanted peace and personal growth, only to jump back into the mix again. Fans online pointed this out, saying he's got a habit of announcing he's done with the drama, then dropping another track or making a move that stirs it all back up. Their rivalry runs deep, tracing all the way back to 2017, when both were rising stars carving out their lanes. YoungBoy holding down Baton Rouge's street scene and Durk leading Chicago's drill wave. The tension between Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy didn't just come from music, it was rooted in two powerful regional movements clashing for dominance. Chicago's drill sound and Baton Rouge's raw street rap were both fighting for the top spot in streams, respect, and influence. That natural rivalry hit a breaking point after the tragic passing of King Von on November 6, 2020, a moment that forever changed the dynamic between both camps. King Von, born David Daquan Bennett, was a 26-year-old rapper from Chicago, closely connected with Lil Durk's Only the Family collective. His name was rising fast in the rap game, but everything took a dark turn outside the Monaco Hookah Lounge in Atlanta during a late-night confrontation involving Von's team and another group tied to rapper Quando Rondo, who's been publicly linked with NBA YoungBoy. The whole situation unfolded in the early hours of the morning, around 2:30 to 3 a.m. After leaving the Opium nightclub, Von's crew pulled up to Monaco Lounge at 255 Trinity Avenue Southwest, the same spot where Quando Rondo's people happened to be posted up. Words were exchanged, and before anyone knew it, the tension turned physical. Reports later said that Von or someone from his team got into a heated face-off with Rondo's crew, and within minutes, things got completely out of control. Chaos broke loose between 3:21 and 3:25 a.m. Witnesses described confusion, shouting, and people scrambling in every direction.
Talk about it. Going at Durk, going at India, going at Ack. Pretty much.
Video clips from that night captured the mayhem as it unfolded, showing the scuffle, fans screaming, and others rushing to get Von into a car after he was seriously hurt. 2 off-duty Atlanta police officers working security, along with 1 on-duty officer, rushed to the Monaco Hookah Lounge parking lot between 3:25 and 3:30 a.m. as chaos broke out. They responded to the scene, trying to calm the situation and stop things from getting worse. When it was all over, 3 people, and including King Von, were taken to nearby hospitals in private cars, while 3 others who were injured stayed behind waiting for help. Von was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital, where doctors fought to save him. But tragically, between 4 and 5 a.m., he was pronounced gone from multiple serious injuries. Another man, 34-year-old Mark Mayhem Blakely, also lost his life that night. The Atlanta Police Department confirmed Von's passing on November 7, 2020, and made it clear that officers did not harm him, shutting down early internet rumors claiming otherwise. Around the same time, Timothy Tim Leaks, a 22-year-old associate of Quando Rondo, was arrested while receiving medical treatment for his own injuries at Grady Hospital. He was charged with serious offenses, including aggravated assault and illegal possession of a firearm, as the case unfolded. Investigators later determined through witness statements and video footage that Von was hit during the first moments of the altercation, not by police intervention. Evidence pointed to Leaks as the person responsible, though he maintained that he acted in self-defense, saying Von's team was the first to make a move that night. In 2021, a judge ended up dropping the most severe charge, citing that there wasn't enough proof to show intent and accepting the self-defense argument. Then, years later, things took another wild turn. In October 2024, Lil Durk faced new legal trouble after federal prosecutors accused him of being involved in a plan targeting Quando Rondo as payback for what happened to King Von. The alleged setup reportedly led to the loss of Rondo's cousin during an incident in Los Angeles back in 2022. Durk, along with 5 members of his Only the Family group, was taken in by authorities and faced heavy federal charges.
Ack said on YouTube that beef was squashed, and it wasn't squashed.
And he told Ack, nigga, I'll kill you.
Yeah, mind your little fat.
The loss of King Von took the tension between Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy to a whole new level. Quando Rondo's close connection with YoungBoy linked the tragedy directly to their ongoing feud, making the situation feel way more personal and intense. Even though NBA YoungBoy wasn't present and had no direct involvement that night, the association between the 2 camps tied everything together, turning what started as a music rivalry into a deep, real-world conflict that had serious emotional weight behind it. The back and forth in music heated up fast after that. In January 2022, NBA YoungBoy dropped Bring the Hook, a track that instantly lit up social media because it referenced King Von's passing and included a bold line about O-Block, the area tied to Durk's crew. Fans caught the shade immediately, and the internet exploded with debates, reactions, and think pieces about how far the disrespect went. Lil Durk didn't stay silent for long. He clapped back on Instagram, posting a photo of King Von with a caption that read, "Don't claim it. If you ain't do it, you still a coward." The message hit hard and got thousands of reposts, fueling even more hype around the tension between both artists. Then, on February 22nd, 2022, Durk dropped Aha from his project 7220, directly firing back at YoungBoy's track. The song included lines about people acting tough since Von's passing, and even tossed jabs connected to YoungBoy's ex, Jania Meshel. Fans instantly labeled it a response record, dissecting every lyric to see what Durk was really saying. But the same day Durk's song hit streaming platforms, YoungBoy wasn't letting it slide. He came right back with I Hate YoungBoy, another hard-hitting diss where he called out Durk by name. He rapped lines mocking Durk's words, mentioning India Royale and sending shots toward King Von, Gucci Mane, and Lil Baby all in one go. The track hit over 100 million streams and turned into one of the biggest diss records of the era. Social feeds blew up as NBA YoungBoy took shots at Lil Durk, India Royale, and DJ Academics, who'd been covering the saga. Academics said he felt played and hurt that someone he'd supported would use him for clout, calling the threatening lines extreme and upsetting. By May 12th, 2023, YoungBoy's tone got way hotter, with bars that read like direct threats. A clear escalation that showed how heated things were in public. He even flexed on Richest Op, talking about FaceTiming Drake and saying folks were picking sides, which fed rumors about industry alliances and stoked the drama. Artists like 21 Savage said the beef forced others to pick teams, noting the scene was split and loyalty mattered hard. India Royale, who Durk proposed to on stage in 2021, got pulled into the mess when YoungBoy shaded her, and she fired back on Twitter in May 2024. The whole situation kept fans locked in and the culture talking nonstop.
Yeah, me, I don't think that this be doing bad. YoungBoy be doing like 75, 60.
India Royale has become a recurring name in this saga, popping up again and again in songs and online back and forths, even though she's tried to stay clear of the chaos. Her name keeps getting pulled into the storm, showing just how personal this feud has become. As of October 2025, the tension between Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy is still alive and loud. NBA YoungBoy's sold-out Chicago concert at the United Center got scrapped due to safety concerns, costing hundreds of thousands in lost ticket sales, merch, and promo money. The cancellation showed how this rivalry has gone way past rap. Now it's affecting real events, promoters, and security decisions across the country. Then came another bold move. During his Houston show that same month, NBA YoungBoy brought out Lou Tim on stage. Fans were stunned, especially since Tim's name still carries heavy emotion from the King Von situation, even though he was cleared legally. The performance, filled with diss tracks aimed at Lil Durk, Lil Baby, and others, stirred massive reactions online. Reports from DJ Academics and No Jumper confirmed it. There's still no peace in sight between NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk. Both artists seem fully committed to keeping their rivalry alive, even with canceled shows, legal drama, and the nonstop media buzz surrounding them. The ongoing tension shows how hard it is to end a feud once it gets this big in public. Fans expect drama, and both stars know that attention keeps the spotlight on them. Their rivalry even turned album drops into scoreboards. Each new project became a competition to see who could outsell the other in their first week, with numbers seen as proof of who had more influence in the culture. Media outlets and blogs ran constant predictions, breaking down which artist had the stronger fan momentum, better media coverage, or the louder online presence. Behind the scenes, people whispered about possible label moves, hinting that some of those sales wins might not be completely organic, but boosted by smart marketing tactics meant to flex dominance in the charts. Despite all that, YoungBoy's numbers stay solid, pulling in around 65,000 to 75,000 units per drop while releasing multiple projects a year proves his fans ride for him no matter what. From a label's point of view, his consistency and dedicated audience make him one of the most bankable artists in the game, even if he's not chasing massive first-week records. The generational split around NBA YoungBoy became crystal clear. Younger fans connect deeply with his raw emotion and honesty, while older listeners often can't see the appeal. It's a classic clash between old school values and the new wave's definition of real. In today's industry, artists constantly balance loyalty to their crew with the business side of staying relevant, a tightrope that can make or break careers. The rap scene's changed. These days, some artists manage to stay neutral even during heavy beefs. For example, musicians who appeared on both Drake's Certified Lover Boy and Kanye West's Donda prove that in modern hip-hop, strategy can matter more than choosing sides, especially when rivalries are about ego or money instead of deep street issues. Lil Durk, though, has been facing serious legal pressure. As of late 2024, he's fighting federal conspiracy charges tied to a case involving a 2022 Los Angeles gas station incident where Quando Rondo's cousin, Xavier Robinson, tragically lost his life.
I don't think my little young nieces and nephews feel the same. I think they ride with YoungBoy. That's me admitting I'm too old.
Authorities claim Durk allegedly put out payment offers through his Only the Family circle, though his team denies all wrongdoing. He was arrested on October 24th, 2024 at Opelika Airport in Florida while reportedly preparing to fly overseas. Officials argued that the move showed flight risk, keeping him held at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Los Angeles. Since then, prosecutors have added and dropped multiple charges, refining the case through 2025 as both sides prepare for trial in early 2026. Reports even surfaced that Durk was caught with a smart device in jail, adding another layer of drama to an already explosive case. Recent court updates show Lil Durk's legal team pushing hard, filing motions claiming prosecutors misled the grand jury and asking for an anonymous jury after threats were made toward court officials, including disturbing calls demanding his release. Authorities are now worried that intense fan energy could affect the fairness of the trial. If convicted on every charge, Durk could face life behind bars with no chance of parole. Some experts even say harsher penalties could be on the table depending on how the case is argued. The situation shows how something that started as music competition and online tension can snowball into full-blown federal cases involving complex allegations like organized retaliation and interstate criminal activity. This feud has gone beyond songs. It's cost artists hundreds of thousands in canceled concerts, limited collabs, and made entire venues too risky to book. The industry's watching closely as this case highlights how fame, loyalty, and internet hype can blur into dangerous real-world consequences. Critics are calling the situation a wake-up call, proof that rap rivalries can turn too real when social media, egos, and street pride collide. Platforms that push viral beef content are also being questioned for fueling the fire, as algorithms reward drama and danger with clicks. Some critics say media platforms push harmful stereotypes for clicks, while others argue artists themselves hold the real responsibility. The viral girlfriend after concert clip is a perfect example of how fast misinformation can spread when engagement matters more than truth. Fans ran with a fake story and turned it into a viral moment overnight. Even NBA YoungBoy's mother spoke out after the Chicago concert got canceled, saying she understood why promoters pulled the plug. She admitted real safety fears were behind the decision, as officials didn't want chaos breaking out between rival fans. By late October 2025, no real footage ever surfaced showing YoungBoy with India Royale, proving that viral video was just another internet-made myth feeding the drama. Yet the story kept circulating, showing how the gossip side of hip-hop thrives on speculation, not facts. At this stage, both Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy keep their distance, but still throw lyrical shots, keeping the tension alive without direct contact. The fact that federal law enforcement is now involved in Durk's case shows that authorities see these rap rivalries as serious criminal matters, not just artistic expression or social media hype. This shift could make other artists think twice before letting personal drama turn into something way bigger than music. It's a tough reminder that words really do carry weight. What starts as entertainment can spiral into real-world pain, leading to arrests, broken families, and shaken communities. The line between performance and reality has become harder to see, and fans are starting to question if all this competition is worth the damage it causes. Many in hip-hop are now asking whether the culture can evolve, finding better ways to express rivalry without it turning destructive. The way this gets handled will shape how future generations view the balance between creativity, respect, and survival in the game. As for NBA YoungBoy, real name Kentrell Deshaun Gaulden, his story started long before the fame. Born October 20th, 1999 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he faced struggles early on. His father was sentenced to decades in prison, leaving his grandmother to raise him. A neck injury from a childhood accident left scars that became part of his identity. What truly sets NBA YoungBoy apart is his insane work ethic. The man never stops creating. He drops project after project, flooding streaming platforms with new music every few months. His sound mixes catchy melodies with gritty real-life stories, delivered with a raw emotion that hits deep, especially for younger fans who feel like he's telling their story. Even while stuck on house arrest between 2021 and 2023, fighting federal gun charges, YoungBoy still dominated the charts and proved he could win from anywhere. He's known for keeping his circle tight, moving independently even while signed to Atlantic Records, and staying true to his roots while stacking up serious success in the industry. His fan base, famously known online as the YB Better crowd, rides for him harder than almost anyone else in hip-hop. They flood comment sections, boost streams, and defend him at all costs, proving just how loyal his following really is. On the other side, you've got Durk Derek Banks, better known as Lil Durk, representing Chicago's South Side. Born October 19th, 1992, in the tough Inglewood area, Durk grew up surrounded by struggle and loss. His father was sentenced to life when Durk was just 7 months old, pushing him to find a different path early on. Durk's rise wasn't overnight. It was built from the ground up, step by step. He started out with raw local mixtapes, earning respect through Chicago's drill scene, before finally signing with Def Jam in 2013. While NBA YoungBoy floods the internet with non-stop releases, Durk takes a slower route, crafting projects with purpose. Every song hits with meaning and emotion. His melodic, auto-tune-driven flow helped shape the sound of modern drill, influencing a whole new generation of artists. But what really makes Durk stand out is his loyalty. He's always repped for his people, especially King Von, who wasn't just a label mate, but family to him. Von's rise and tragic loss in 2020 still echo through Durk's music, which often feels like a tribute to everyone he's lost along the way. Durk's success speaks for itself. From Laugh Now, Cry Later with Drake to his Grammy-nominated records, he's proved he can win on every level. Yet, even with fame and fortune, he's never turned his back on his roots. That's what gives his music its power. It's real, it's lived, and it reflects pain, growth, and survival all in one. Both Lil Durk and NBA YoungBoy are giants in their own right, two products of tough upbringings whose paths were bound to cross in explosive ways. Their story isn't just about rivalry, it's about how struggle, success, and loyalty collide in hip-hop's most unpredictable world. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And stay locked in to see what's happening next in our hood.